Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Ariel Badger Newman, and I am your professor this semester for Management 375. Welcome to entrepreneurship. A little bit about me. I got my undergraduate degree at Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah in international relations, focusing on international economy. Then I got a master's degree in International Affairs and Global Enterprise, which was a hybrid degree of political science, law, business, and some anthropology at the University of Utah. And then I continued at the University of Utah my PhD, where I studied comparative political economy and entrepreneurship. After my PhD, I did a one-year postdoc at Brigham Young University School of Management, and now I am here at University of Southern Mississippi as an assistant professor in entrepreneurship. So, a little bit about me. I was an entrepreneur myself. In 2013, I started Safe Splash Utah. I've been a swim coach most of my adult life. This is how I paid for college, was teaching swim lessons. And I opened up my own swim school, Safe Splash Utah. It was then a licensing agreement with Safe Splash International, part of Streamline Brands, the largest growing franchise now of swim schools. Back in 2013, though, it was a licensing degree, so all I had was the rights to their curriculum and a pool. I grew my business from 3 students in July of 2013 to 500 students in 3 locations by May of 2017 when I sold the company to my family members so they could deal with it. I loved my experience as an entrepreneur. I learned so much. One of the best experiences was going through an incubator program called The Foundry. It's a local incubator in Salt Lake City that really helped me hone in my business model and grow from 3 students to 500 students in less than 3 years. In addition to my work as an entrepreneur, I've also been in consulting throughout my master's and my PhD program, different businesses, specifically businesses started at the University of Utah. We had a consulting team where if any professors came up with cool ideas, we helped them monetize it and create business plans for them. Helped many entrepreneurs receive seed money as well through the university as we consulted them through the process. About my research, I love researching entrepreneurs in non-mainstream settings. So what do I mean by mainstream? I mean people you would not really expect to be entrepreneurs or people who are often ignored in the entrepreneurship journals. So my dissertation followed informal, illegal entrepreneurs in Ghana. So an informal entrepreneur is someone on the side of the road selling their wares with no business license, completely illegal, but yet at the same time legitimate. So a great example is like the old lady at the flea market selling her hand-crocheted little coasters, right? She doesn't have a business license. She doesn't have the authority to be there, but we still buy her little handmade coasters. So I study informal entrepreneurs. I also study and work with refugee entrepreneurs in Salt Lake City. So one of the main policy implementations for integrating refugees and migrants into society has been to push for entrepreneurship. So I study that and how does that work, and does that actually work as a means of integration, and how does that entrepreneurial process change refugees into new Americans? Then my research is also taking me to Havana, Cuba, where I study paladar owners. These are at-home, semi-legal restaurants in communist Cuba, right? Cuba is known for being a staunch totalitarian communist government, which state controls business. How can you be an entrepreneur in this society? And especially with the culture that emphasizes socialism and that capitalism is wrong, making money is bad. How do you survive and thrive? So those are some of the things that I research and I love to talk about. So if you ever have any questions, come talk to me. So let's talk a little bit more about what you are going to do and learn in this class. So did you know that over 50% of Americans at some point in their lives are acting as self-employed or as an artist or as a contractor or doing a side gig, side hustle, right? This is becoming more and more common in the United States, specifically as we see the gig economy taking off, right? Chances are at some point in your life you are going to be an entrepreneur. And if not an entrepreneur, you are constantly in the process of creating new things of value. And that's what entrepreneurship is in reality, creating new sources of value. So in this class, we're going to teach you not only the entrepreneurial mindset, but the process by doing it. In this class, we're going to help you first create an idea, which is in our first module calling Creating an Opportunity. Secondly, we're going to research that and see, okay, you don't have to have all your ducks in a row, but let's see if that duck will fly, okay? Let's evaluate the industry and the potential of that idea and opportunity to see what new ventures could be created. That's the second module, due diligence. The third module is experimentation and validated learning. How do we test our idea? How do we test our assumptions so we can be successful as entrepreneurs? One of the biggest pitfalls that entrepreneurs encounter is they don't test their assumptions. They just think they're right. So I'm going to teach you how to conduct experiments so that you can be successful and make sure that before you invest $1 million or even $20 into your business idea, that it'll be a return on that investment. Finally, we're going to teach you how to build a business. How do we market? How do we bootstrap our finances? All those little nuts and bolts will be in our fourth and final module, building a business. The end of this class will culminate in you and a team pitching your business in front of a panel of judges in our classroom. Now, this class can be as practical as you want. I've had students actually launch businesses in my class, meaning by the end of the semester, they had a website, they were making sales, they had a business license. Boom. STEM students would prefer to keep it more hypothetical. They're not ready to take that leap, and that's okay too, right? They did all the assignments and they can still get an A in this class by going through the process. So it's up to you what you want this class to be. If you want it to be a safe place to try things and maybe see if entrepreneurship is for you, if you want to create a business, that's great. If you're coming into this class saying, I know what I want to do, let's do it. Let's launch a business. I am so excited for this semester. I would like for you to first read through the syllabus, make sure you understand the assignments that are going to be due, and email me for any questions. I will always respond within 48 hours. Now, the weekends can be a little bit tricky, so give me a little bit of leeway there. Saturdays and Sundays are kind of my days, but I will always respond promptly and we'll follow up. My office hours are Monday and Wednesdays right after class. I am in Sienna Hall on the third floor, Management Wing, and it's room 3029. I'm also here most other days too, so if you just want to drop by, we can do that. For those of you who are taking this course online, let's schedule a Skype chat. We can just chat and figure out what we can do to help you with your business ideas. I am so looking forward to this semester, and I am excited to work with all of you as we get to work and we go through the entrepreneurial process together. I hope you all have a great first week of school, and I look forward to working with you. Thanks.